The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. One of the great things about the early part of the season, high-profile non-conference games, and that's what we have for you on EA Sports College Football. It's the Boise State Broncos and the Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey guys, checking in with the Knights head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Guys?
Okay, Holly. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Back's got it on the screen. Shows him the stiff arm. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down here for the offense. Running inside. It's crossed. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of that one.
To do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So the Boise State Broncos offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number one for this squad.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to pass. It's Herrera. Rush right in his face. This time he's got it. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tells the play fake. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Runs through a man. He might have space. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. The Broncos have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The fake wants to throw. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the tight end. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Drops back on 1st down. Fires downfield. Just barely got rid of it.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Long way to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's gone. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! What a... in the end zone for 6. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
And he's got that bayou speed, like I run by you. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Breaks into the open. The 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Knights! He got a step and just dusted the field.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To the air, it's Herrera. Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense is already shown on film, but they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Broncos will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch at the 45. There he goes. Open it up. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. This offense has it with really good field position. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Got his man. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Cross. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Knights come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Handoff again. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Knights are threatening on first and goal. Jet sweep trying to turn the corner. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. Left side is Lawson. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Knights! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Herrera. Rushes on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. And the Broncos decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
2nd and inch is a really good time to take a shot. This time they'll throw it. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Hits inside. It's gone. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Right side, it's Johnson. At the 35, he's got room. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Broncos come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Play action on first down. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the boot, looking for his man. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Herrera. Finds his target. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's 4th down. A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. To the back. Just smothered on the play.
And I love when defenses see pulling guards, because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. If you're a defensive lineman and that guard pulls in front of you, I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job seeing that puller, making a play, getting a tackle for a loss.
There he goes. Pass to 6. At the 20. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll run it. It's Cross. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. We'll send the tight end in motion. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Herrera. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
Trying to make one miss. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
2nd down to the air. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Burrowing for yardage. at the 30. It's a seam wide, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways.
The extra point is blocked. Now he can return this. He takes it all the way back for the 2.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The run inside, it's Goff. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Dropping back, it's Herrera. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. Looks it in. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. First play of this drive. Out wide left, it's Huffman. Turning it on. The 30. The 20. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Knights!
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Fires it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Broncos send out the punt unit.
Number 61 in punt formation to kick it away.
Searching for space. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd and long here. The give. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll field this one in tight quarters. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Not great field position. We'll see how aggressive they are in the final seconds. Back to pass, it's Herrera. Turns it loose. He's got it along the sideline. Timeout taken by Boise State. 2nd time they've stopped the clock here in the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. In traffic, it's Johnson. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. And with that, the Broncos use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Fresh center downs going to the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. The Knights will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Checking in with the Broncos head coach here at the half. They have got to start dominating at the line of scrimmage. Here to start the 3rd quarter, they have not been able to establish their run game. Being a one-dimensional team will not work on the road with this hostile crowd and this hostile environment. He said, we have got to start asserting ourselves up front and show that we can be the more physical team. I'll keep you posted on if they're able to do that here to start the 3rd. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Quick give. It's gone. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Hits the hole. It's gone. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The handoff. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. They'll run it. He'll be dropped.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working that left side now. He'll work his way down to the 28.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, going to throw it. The quick game. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. The Knights trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They're all over him, and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to barge in. And he's in. Touchdown, Knights.
You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the point after is good. They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that.
Number 95, set to kick this one.
Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Takes the handoff. It's gone. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Caught. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature.
And now in the pitch, the ball's loose.
Man, and this is why you practice 5. Pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Third down play from the gun. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Still looking to his right. He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Couldn't set his feet.
Yeah, and a lot of offenses, when they get their free safety matched up man-to-man, they're going to take shots because they believe their guy can win. Really nice man-to-man coverage and a nice job making a play on the ball at the end that results in an incompletion.
Reels it in. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Knights have their offense in high gear. Looking for a crease. It's Cross. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, lead the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Working the ground game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking for a man. It's Logan. Quickly to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Takes the handoff. It's Cross. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run him again. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got a little space. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Throws to the tight end. It's dropped after taking the hit.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Looking to the big tight end, and they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative. Or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
Well, this defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lawson. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll ride him again. Stopped right there. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. 3rd and long coming up. They'll move the wide receiver. Moving the pocket, it's Logan. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out. They've run it well.
Got it in stride inside the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And they tacked on the extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. From deep, it's Payne. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Going to the ground. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Broncos come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw one first. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively.
There he goes. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmaker. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.